What's going on, guys? Excuse the bathrobe, looking like the big Gombowski. It was a big leg day. I feel a little dead inside, so just deal with it, alright? But we have relatively big news when it comes to MLB The Show 22 regarding its release that we went ahead and found out about today, which is quite promising because I was about to make a video today talking about how it's not looking promising. So, it sucks that I wasted all that time yesterday, but I'm happy if it means that we're going to not have any roadblocks in the way of getting some brand new simulation baseball. You know, MLB The Show 21's like the Fast and Furious series at this point. It's tired. It's old. I want something new. So we're going to talk about that and a bit more today. As always, leave a like if you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. This is going to be one of the many places where you can find great content for MLB The Show 22, no doubt. So make sure to stick around for the ride. Now, just a background into this first. Of course, there's been a lot of skepticism around the MLB The Show 22 release for a few reasons. One of which, last year, it didn't come out until mid-April. Is that because it's on next-gen consoles and Xbox for the first time? Maybe. Is that because COVID had something to do with it? Probably. Or is that just the new normal? That's one thing that we've had to consider. We didn't get news technically until February 1st last year, where we saw Tatis was on the cover. However, we did get this tweet, which technically would have been a few days ago in last year's time, regarding they're at least telling us news is coming soon, and we would like to see that. You know, I don't care if it's coming, well, I would care if it's coming September 1st. I would have a pretty big problem with that. But you know, just give us some insight on when we're going to see news. Stop leaving us in the dark. And then the other elephant in the room is the MLB Lockout, which has been going on since December 1st. Lord knows when it's going to finish. I am an optimist who believes spring training might get cut a little bit, but the regular season will start on time. That's Gomer's prediction right now. That could rear its ugly head and possibly derail things. Delay the game, or at least delay them from getting news out to us. But I don't think that's the case, despite what I was, like I said, about to make a video on today. Good old Lance Armstrong, the famous cyclist turned MLB The Show YouTuber, who you guys should be very much aware of. If not, make sure and give him a follow. He went ahead and showed us this article, which I guess has been out for a little bit now. Well, baseball was shut down at the height of the coronavirus pandemic. Players like Blake Snell, notably the MLB The Show video game has a licensing deal for player name, image, and likeness rights that exist outside the collective bargaining agreement, which of course is what they're having an issue right now between the owners and the MLB Players Association. So its spring release won't be affected, the league said. That's pretty big news. And apparently this article has been out for a little bit, and none of us have talked about it. None of us have stated it, so that's good news, of course. And it's contrary to my belief last night, where I was doing a lot of research of the last time that we've seen this instance happen within the NBA. NBA 2K12, to be specific, was a game that I was very fond of, and I'm old enough to remember how it was, you know, how everything played out. The lockout was going on, and as I went ahead and looked throughout, you know, backwards searching around that time, articles, news about NBA 2K12, nothing was coming out regarding that game. The NBA lockout began on July 1st, and they had a presentation at E3 2011 in June. And afterwards, there was a trailer that dropped in August. But what my perception was, they only show legends here, who of course would not be a part of the NBA Players Association, so that would be a bit of a loophole. They either reach out, if you don't know how this works, they either reach out for individual legends' rights, or there's often a legends committee where a bunch of them will sign, and it's, you know, unionized, the same sort of thing, just not a part of the NBA Players Association. So I was under the impression that maybe this would be the same thing, that they just couldn't show active players. And then if you look at the cover for that game, it was 3 legends. Now, Michael Jordan had the cover the year before. Why would they want to put Jordan on the cover? Who knows? You know, quite an unheard of basketball player, right? Hard to believe he would help sell copies, but it did make me think perhaps this could lead us to seeing a legend cover, and they just couldn't show this in the media, perhaps because it would use their likeness. Not exactly sure. There wasn't a clear answer, but I did find it curious. Obviously, social media wasn't near what it is nowadays, even back in 2011, but it does draw a pretty stark contrast considering they didn't release any information outside of that trailer, which was only legends. They don't show any current players currently playing. So I thought that could be the case, but inevitably that is not, after seeing this tweet again by Mr. Lance Armstrong. So that is great news, like I said, that we shouldn't have any roadblocks standing in the way regarding a delay of MLB The Show 22, at least based on a lockout. You know, could there still... Good Lord, I mentioned this in last video. If you didn't watch last video, go ahead and check it out. We talked about something, I don't know. Oh yeah, new legends that we want. Yeah, if you want to see new legends that hopefully we see in the Legends trailer that hopefully we see in a week or two, check out that video too on the channel. There could always be other things, you know. I'm not a game developer, believe it or not. Not exactly sure what's going on in the war room at SDS. They're developing this game here, but my money's on that we're going to see news. Now seeing this tweet here that we're going to see news in the next week or two, and the game's gonna come out in April. It's probably gonna be a lot like last year. You know, I would love if the, CBA is agreed on, the league starts on time, the season begins as normally, that the game comes out right alongside the release, not like 2 weeks afterwards like it did in 2021 last year. But, who cares at the end of the day? I care, but is it the end of the world? No. But it is the start of the apocalypse, as we like to see here. I Am Legend situation could be breaking out. Who knows? But yeah, just wanted to talk about that today. Things are looking upwards. We still haven't heard any confirmation regarding news. But at least we know it's on SDS, right? At least we know if we have blame who to push it to, it's them. There shouldn't be anything standing in the way of releasing news to us. So we just gotta hope, turn on tweet notifications, and hope that we get something, wake up, see the notifications like Christmas morning. Good Lord, look at the Legend trailer. Wow, that is Chuck Knobloch. Woo-wee. He was sure one of my top guys that I was hoping they would get. Wow, is that Joe Creedy? Fuck yeah. Pre-ordering. $69.99. Pre-order. One could hope. Time will tell. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Leave a like if you guys enjoy as always. And hopefully, we'll have more to talk about on this topic quite soon. Here's hoping. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes out. Yeet.